Hey, what's going on everybody? Welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be talking about Pumpkinhead 4 Blood Feud. So first things first, I'm going to give you all my overall opinion of the movie. This isn't a first time watch for me. I've seen it once before, and I remember having a decent time with it the first time I watched it. So upon rewatch, I still think this is a decent sequel. It's like a made-for-TV, uh, sci-fi channel, uh, Pumpkinhead sequel. Um, which the quality's not gonna be insanely good. I'm not hating on TV movies or sci-fi movies, but they are lower budget and not up to par with, the $80 million blockbusters. But anyways, for what it is, it's a made-for-TV sequel to Pumpkinhead that came out like quite a few years after the first one. I I think it's a decent sequel. There's nothing really wrong with it. It's just a decent time. The story's not bad. Pumpkinhead looks good. And it's just compared to the third one, I can't stand. The third one is so boring. That movie's hard to get through. This is effing amazing compared to the third one. The third one is trash. So it's a step up from the last one. It's just like I said. It's a solid sequel. It's a made for TV sequel. Um, but it's not bad. It's not bad at all. So I'm gonna give you all a little plot summary here. So you got these two rival families, and there's a little romance going on between you know two people from the rival families. They're keeping it on the down low. They don't want to get caught. One thing leads to another, and while this couple is kind of sneaking off, you know, this this girl from one of the families is killed by someone from the other family. Well, not really. It's kind of an accident. But anyways, it seems like she's killed by the rival family. So this the guy who's you know dating the girl, what's his name, Ricky. So this guy Ricky, uh, that was his sister who was killed. He wants to get revenge, so he goes, creeps out to that cabin in the woods where the crusty witch lady lives, and he's like, "All right, crusty witch lady, I'm trying to summon Pumpkinhead, just gotta get some revenge here. Can you make it happen? Just tell me what are the drawbacks?" And she's like, "Yeah, eternal damnation. Pretty much gotta sell your soul. All that stuff. Just nothing, no big deal. Just something slight. Just eternal damnation and selling your soul. But still totally worth it." And yeah, he's like weighing his options. He's like, "I don't know, selling my soul, eternal damnation, or you know, getting revenge." I mean, I understand though. Like if you have a family member uh, killed, you would wanna get some payback. That's just, I mean, I couldn't imagine that. So I'm just kind of joking around. But yeah, that would be you would be very angry. So yeah, he ultimately decides to um, you know summon Pumpkinhead, but the only person that he spares um, in the rival family is his lover, who her name's Jody. And then I was thinking, like, because he wants to kill the rival family so he partially so he can be with his lover, and there's not going to be any static or problems. But I don't know why he thinks this would be a good idea. Like, he thinks that if he kills this rival, if he kills his girlfriend's family who hates his family, him and his girlfriend are going to live happily ever after. Like, that's still her family. Like, you're thinking you're going to be all lovey-dovey, like, after you kill her entire family. What is the thought process? And for the most part, they are still pretty cordial with each other. Even at the end, they're all like, I love you, I love you, I love you. It's like, this guy just summoned Pumpkinhead and killed half your family. Like, I don't know if I would love him after that. You know, it's a little crazy. But anyways, so this Ricky individual summons Pumpkinhead. Pumpkinhead is, you know, picking off the rival family, and that's the basic plot summary. So moving on to just random thoughts here. Pumpkinhead looks great in this movie. Pretty much all practical. I've said this in the last one, but yeah, it's either like a animatronic or, you know, someone in a suit, but it looks good. There's less CGI Pumpkinhead in this. Like in the last one, Pumpkinhead was going up, like climbing up a building, looking like a PlayStation 1 game. I don't recall any CGI Pumpkinhead action in this. And then in terms of the kills weren't anything special. They were just okay, you know. They were serviceable. Not really any creative ones, and there wasn't that much gore. There were like quite a few cutaways, and then you had a couple instances of some CGI gore, which is never really cool. So, you know, Pumpkinhead looked great, but the kills were just whatever. I thought the whole rival family angle was really interesting because, you know, you already had the tension of the rival family, and then, you know, so it's like they already have an incentive to, you know, get revenge on each other. Like, that's their whole thing. They're getting revenge for something that happened years and years ago. So that, like, you got that tension coupled with the tension of, you know, the girl getting killed and then Pumpkinhead being called. It worked. It all blended together really nicely, and you know, I really like that rival family angle. Lance Hendrickson from the first one, he's back. I feel like in this one he has even more to do than the last one. It's cool to see him. It's nice that he's game to still do these, you know, sequels or like direct-to-TV sequels, and he's, you know, he's down to reprise his role, which is cool because, you know, it adds some connective tissue to the movies. You know, you got a familiar face going on. You got the homie from the first one, so that's pretty cool. Moving onto a funnier thing here. So I feel like a lot of the voices in this are dubbed, and they sound really funny and bad. Like, bad in a good way. Like, I was cracking up at some of these voices. They really sounded weird. I think they were dubbed. They sounded strange. And then some of the acting and some of like the reactions in this movie are on like a so bad they're good level. Not like all the acting in the movie, but some of it is pretty darn funny. The one guy, Ricky, some of his reactions are just so like weird and over the top. He'll be like screaming, and it just sounds weird and out of place. So you got some so bad it's good stuff up in here. Very cool. Yeah, I mean, something I gotta mention. Earlier in the movie, Ricky mentioned, like, you know, because he's trying to, you know, get with this Jody girl. He's like, yeah, you know, my family, they just want me to like marry one of my cousins. Wait. And then this is just like one quick piece of dialogue, and then it's just like glossed over. Like, homie just said his family wants him to marry his cousin, talking about some incestual stuff going on, and then they just act like that's nothing. Like you you talking about marrying your cousin. I mean, we come on. You think I'm not gonna I'm just gonna just let that pass, just not pay attention. Like I had to do a double take. I was like, what the heck did this individual just say? Like, is this guy for reals? Like I know, you know, these families are rivals, so like just don't marry someone from the opposite family. But I mean, you know, you can date people outside of your family, guys, you know? I don't know, maybe they live in some real like rural area where there's no other humans, like it's just these two families. I mean, they do live in like a rural area, but I mean, there's no other options besides marrying your cousin. That's rough. No wonder this dude is going to, you know, I would risk it all and go date a chick from the rival family if the only other option was marry my cousin, dude. Come on, man. Crazy stuff. And then had to mention this. So, I mean, one of the best parts of the movie, like, there's this sheriff guy. My dude just gets like pimp slapped by Pumpkinhead. Like Pumpkinhead just slaps him. He goes like falling down the stairs like crazy. I love that stuff. I mean, I want to see more of that. I wish there were zero kills. I wish there would still be kills, but I wish all the kills were just by Pumpkinhead pimp slapping people. Okay, that's a movie that I want to see. Pumpkinhead 5, Return of the Backhand Pimp Slap. That's the subtitle. Boom, and it's coming straight to the Sci-Fi Channel at 3 a.m. in the morning, October 7th. But anyways, you gotta appreciate that. Someone gets just slapped down some stairs by Pumpkinhead. That's awesome. I'm here for it. So that was the last thing I had on my notes. So, you know, I pretty much went over everything that I wanted to go over. In terms of recommendation, I would recommend this movie because, like I said, it's a very serviceable sequel. There's nothing wrong with this movie. It's, you know, you'll definitely have a decent time with it. Well, I don't know if I'm going to say definitely. Throw like the 100% guarantee on it, or your money back. But anyways, yeah, I think this is a decent sequel. If you're a fan of the first Pumpkinhead and you're interested in checking out the sequels, this one is definitely worth it. And I mean, you don't even have to watch the other ones. You could just watch, you know, you could watch the first one and then you could jump into this one. I mean, you could jump into whatever one, but yeah, this one you don't have to like watch the ones before it. It's its own story. So I mean, you gotta watch the first one, of course, but you know, it's not like you gotta watch 2 and 3 before this. It's its own deal. So yeah, I would recommend it. This is a fun time, decent movie. So I'm gonna wrap things up here. Thank you all very much for watching, and peace out.